What's going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another episode of The Take. I'm your host, Jackson Burleson, of course, and it is late, but we're up late for a reason, okay? So we have the biggest trade I've ever seen in my life, and I think it's the biggest trade in NBA history. Luka Doncic goes to the Lakers. Anthony Davis goes to the Dallas Mavericks. What are you, is this a real thing? Like, I literally had to sit here and pinch myself because I didn't think it was real. I didn't think it was real. Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the same freaking team, dude. Dude, like, are you actually serious right now? Dude, talk about two guys you cannot guard. LeBron's going to get his fifth championship this year. I firmly believe that. With Luka Doncic, it's an unstoppable pair. It's an absolutely unstoppable pair. But this trade really comes out of nowhere. This doesn't make any sense. And why would the Mavericks trade their franchise player who they literally drafted, traded for him in the draft to get him, and he literally led them to the NBA Finals last year? Why are you trading him? I'm still trying to figure out why they would do that. It honestly isn't computing with my brain really well, because if you look at the trade as a whole, honestly, the Mavericks just said, look, Luka, we don't need you here anymore. Luka Doncic, who's a top 3 player in the NBA, you just ship him off like that? Like, what is this? You know, when you trade Luka Doncic to the Lakers, he's going to be playing with LeBron James. So what's your thought process there? They're in the same conference. You're competing with them. So in my opinion, I think this is a stupid trade by the Dallas Mavericks, because I don't think Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis is going to be all that spectacular. I really don't. And if Anthony Davis can't stay healthy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And Luka, to be fair, he has been hurt. He hasn't played since Christmas due to that calf injury he suffered against the Timberwolves. But he's going to be back. Trust me. It's sunshine and rainbows over there in LA. So we're not, Luka's not worried about none of that. But this is insane. I seriously can't believe what is happening. I seriously can't. Because I can't think of a trade that's been bigger. This is the biggest trade in NBA history. This is also the first time in NBA history 2 reigning All-NBA players are traded for each other mid-season. First time this has ever happened. It's been this long. I can't believe it hasn't happened yet. But this comes out of nowhere. And I can't believe that this trade happened before Jimmy Butler gets traded from the Heat. This happened way before that. I mean, are you kidding me? And since I did bring up Jimmy Butler, will he go to the Lakers and fall? Will he get traded to the Lakers and fall? I don't know. Honestly, it's possible. I just don't know if the Lakers can handle that salary cap that he's got going on, because that's a big problem. He's got $48 million this year, and he's got a $52 million player option. So I don't know if the Lakers are in position to take that, and they're probably going to have to give up some pretty decent role players that I think they do need on this roster. Because if you look at this Lakers roster right now with Luka Doncic, they have Rui Hachimura still. They also got Maxi Kleber in this deal. That's actually a big trade. That's a big piece to go and get. And then Markieff Morris, he's a veteran presence. He's been in the league for a long time. You still got Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Christian Wood, Dalton Knecht. I mean, you still have a talented roster. And then you're adding Luka to that. I mean, that shooter, that's a heaven in the making right there for a passer, for LeBron James. And you're taking pressure off of LeBron James when you bring in Luka Doncic. Now, I heard Kendrick Perkins saying, oh, Luka's out of shape. You know, he's coming in out of shape. He's out of shape, and he's still been a top 3 player in the league. So it doesn't matter if he's in shape or not. He will average 32, 9, and 9, like Kendrick said on SportsCenter today. It doesn't matter if he's not in shape or not. This guy is unguardable. And you talk about a guy with IQ like LeBron James, that's Luka, 100%. He sees the game the exact same way LeBron James does. So it's not even a conversation on how this will work or if it will work. No, it's going to work. it's going to work. Now, injuries do happen, so that's part of the game. Not saying that won't happen, but these two stay healthy. There's no reason that the Lakers team is not the best team in the league with Luka and LeBron James. They have two of the best players in the league, arguably. And then you got a LeBron James who literally just dropped a 33-point triple-double with 11 rebounds, 12 assists against a Knicks team who is good, a top 5 team in the East. And they didn't even have Anthony Davis. And they still did it with him. They whooped the Knicks' butt tonight. I mean, they really did. Like, I was stunned how good the Lakers looked. And then they get this guy, Luka Doncic. I mean, come on, dude. Like, come on. As an NBA fan, I can sit here and say, look, do I want LeBron James to get his 6th ring and tie Jordan? Absolutely not, because I love Michael Jordan and I think he's the GOAT. But if LeBron James has Luka Doncic, this is the way he can get his 6th ring. This is the way it's going to happen. This is it. You're looking at it right now. This is it. Flat it out. That's the only way you can put it. And on the Mavericks side, you get Anthony Davis, which a 31-year-old Anthony Davis, who is literally glass. He's fragile as can be. This man will step on a basketball court and his pinky will fracture. He'll be out. Or he's injured all the time. Now, he's been decently healthy this year, but he just got hurt. So, like, I'm not really trusting that. The Mavericks have a good roster, too. And also, one thing to mention when it comes to this Mavericks roster now. Anthony Davis in the past, he's like, I don't want to play the 5. I don't want to do this. You don't have to anymore because the Mavericks have a 5 in Derek Lively. So, honestly, like, do I think this is a stupid trade for the Mavericks? Yes, because they gave up Luka Doncic, but it still puts the Mavericks in the championship conversation. I mean, I'm not saying the Mavericks aren't a championship contender still, but you're so dumb to trade a generational talent of Luka Doncic's caliber. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anthony Davis is nowhere near the level of Luka Doncic. I mean, we got some idiot owners in Dallas right now. You got it. This is a joke. Like, I can't even believe I'm actually doing this podcast. This doesn't even make any sense. Like, I seriously can't. Did the Mavericks not like Luka Doncic? Have they not liked what he's done over the course of his career there? Do we not remember him facing off against a Minnesota Timberwolves team who beat the Nuggets, who were one of the favorites to come out of the West, and they beat him in 5 games? And then he ran into a Celtics team with a banged up knee that was literally bleeding every game. He wasn't 100% healthy, and he was still dropping 30. Still. I mean, come on. Like, wake up. I think people like myself are going to be like, oh, Luka on the Lakers. Yeah, that's the main focus here. But this is also focusing on how dumb the Dallas Mavericks are. I just don't think this doesn't make sense. Now the Mavericks don't have their franchise player that they've been building him up with for so long. This team is built around Luka Doncic. And now you got Kyrie Irving there, which the only reason Kyrie Irving signed to stay with the Mavericks was because Luka was there. So now you got him playing with Anthony Davis. So who knows how that situation goes? You know how Kyrie Irving can be when it comes to exiting teams. So this is something to monitor for sure. I would not put a pen in this yet because there's a lot happening. And people keep saying the Lakers aren't done. What does this mean? Are you going to go get Jimmy Butler? I mean, it makes sense. If Jimmy Butler wants to win, why not go to LA? Why not? But the Lake Show is back, man. But it is late. I just had to get on here and say this because this right here had me speechless. I've never been so stunned in my life for a trade ever, period. NFL, MLB, you go down the whole line of sports. This trade right here is number 1 on my list of like me sitting here being like, am I reading this right? Do I need glasses? Like, do I need glasses? Do I need to go to an eye doctor tomorrow? Because I think I might have just read this wrong. And I was like, wait, am I having like trouble like hearing? Like, did I hear that right? Or like, can I read English? Like, and I read it perfectly fine, and it was on my phone, and I'm like, man, get ready. And I know Laker fans are happy, so go ahead and throw your championship parade already. Okay, get the confetti ready. Luka Doncic is the savior. Now LeBron James he's not retiring after this year. He's got 3 more years left in the NBA at least. He's gonna try to get that 6th ring. But that's going to go ahead and do it for today's episode of The Take. I'm Jackson Burleson. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this trade. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Who won the trade? Let me know in the comments who you think did win this trade. I think the Lakers won this trade easily. They got Luka Doncic, for crying out loud. So that's my take on it. But let me know your take in the comments. But don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and also comment and share this video because we need people to be watching this podcast. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to give you some takes, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Jackson Burleson, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my